weird and so cool and so surreal, you know. My mom get to watch her son and her grandson play in the NBA at the same time.
Following months of heavy chatter, quiet backroom talks, and widespread gossip, the Cleveland Cavaliers executed the deal no one believed could truly occur. Yet sources claim this James exchange is not merely sport, and the true motive may shock you. The status now: James plays the last leg of a 2-year, $11.4 million agreement with the Los Angeles Lakers. His rate this campaign is $52.6 million. He took his option back in June 2025 for a potential 23rd run. The ink holds a total no-move clause, meaning James must clear any swap involving him. Team insiders state he intends to end the pros 25-26 campaign in Los Angeles. No mid-year shift is planned, yet vibes changed. In late January 2026, the team visited Cleveland on January 29th. James entered the town that picked him in 2003, the place where he grabbed that first ring in 2016, the hub near his native Akron, Ohio. The Cavs made a film honoring him.
Here's the Cavs video tribute in the first quarter.
Welcome back to the land. From St. Vincent, St. Mary High School in Akron, Ohio, number 23, LeBron James!
Wow, you see LeBron actually tearing up during that tribute.
James wept before the massive crowd, before the lens, before everybody viewing from the house. Following the match, a 129 defeat for LA, James talked to press. He discussed his path clearly.
Question gets asked more, and the thought, creeps in my mind more at 41 years old of when the end is and where's the finish line for us to hang this thing up. So, but the drive on, how much like juice I can squeeze out of this orange, and how can I continue to, I'm at a battle with Father of Time, and I'm kind of taking it personal.
He then discussed competing alongside his boy Bronny back in Cleveland.
So weird and so cool and so surreal, My mom get to watch her son and her grandson play in the NBA at the same time. I actually just started to think about how insane that is.
That instant felt heavy. James had never displayed such depth of feeling in Ohio previously. Not this way. Perk, viewed from the set. He has known James since 1996. He shared a thought.
When I saw LeBron James, a brother of mine shedding tears because he has dedicated his entire life to this game of basketball. That's all he knows. And when we talk about greatness, he is that. And so, yeah, it hit me watching it from the TV that, hey, I don't believe that this year is going to be his final year, but I do believe that next year is going to be his final year. And in my opinion, it needs to be with the Cavs.
Perkins doubled down on this.
It needs to be with the Cavs. He needs to have his farewell tour. He has earned that. The fans deserve it. He deserves it. And I mean, just watching Braun shed tears, I've never seen him cry a day in my life, and I've been knowing him since 1996.
Soon after, February 3rd, 2026, the Cavaliers pulled a massive deal. They got James Harden from the Los Angeles Clippers for Darius Garland, plus a 2026 second-round selection. This deal turned Cleveland into an instant title threat. Then arrived the news that shifted it all. Dave McMenamin of ESPN stated the Cavs are willing to link back with LeBron James for a third run if he joins as a free agent this summer. Insiders near James named Cleveland as the clear landing spot if he decides to keep balling. Joe Varden plus Jason Lloyd of The Athletic wrote, LeBron James hits the open market this summer, and if he opts to play a 24th league year, friends near him claim Cleveland is the clear landing spot. His paycheck will not touch the $52.6 million he makes in LA, but at 41, he knows the market. Facts greeting him if he prolongs his run. The puzzle was coming together. Harden, Mitchell, Mobley, Allen, and maybe LeBron. Insiders suggest that Donovan Mitchell plus James Harden aim to pitch LeBron on Cleveland this summer. They grabbed Olympic gold back in 2012. Mitchell was raised a Cavs fan due to James. The doubt is not if Cleveland wants James back. They surely do. The doubt is if James wants to return home one. Last time, the sentimental pull of Ohio. The bond connecting LeBron James and Cleveland cuts deeper than hoop stats or title flags. It flows via the roads of Akron, through the halls of St. Vincent, St. Mary High, via years of joint past that no other town can own. LeBron was born in Akron, December 30, 1984. His youth saw chaos. He missed near 80 class days in 4th grade. He gained footing with the Walkers who housed him and showed him the organized game. From those modest starts rose the most watched prep athlete in United States history. The Cavaliers picked him top overall in 2003. He was 18. He never played a college match. He dropped 25 points in his pro start and took rookie honors. By 2005, he started. By 2007, he dragged Cleveland to the league finals for the first time in team lore. But the round ended in defeat. The Cavs could not form a winning squad around him. Following 7 runs of postseason pain, LeBron made the call in 2010. He stated on live TV he was moving his skills to Miami. Ohio fans torched his kid. Boss Dan Gilbert penned a note naming him a traitor. James won 2 rings in Miami. He evolved into a lethal force, more sharp, more whole, more ready to drag a city to glory. Back during 2014, he penned that Sports Illustrated piece, "I'm Coming Home." He went back, paired up there with Kyrie Irving plus Kevin Love, guided Cavs to 4 straight finals runs. 2016, he brought the unreal. Down 3-1 versus that 73-win Golden State squad. LeBron engineered the starkest rally known in finals books. He posted a triple-double, hammered that block on Iguodala. He ended Cleveland's harsh 52-year title drought. This ring meant something else entirely. Not merely hardware. It was pure salvation there for Bron, for the land, for a town told for ages it couldn't win. He exited back in 2018, now to LA. But ties with Cleveland held firm. The January 2026 tribute proved that link solid. When footage rolled inside Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, showing scenes from his high school era at St. Vincent Street, Mary, Bron couldn't check his feelings. The tears fell freely, suddenly right before 20,000 loyal fans who still consider him truly as their own.
And I've been knowing Bron since about 1996, okay?
Way back.
And I've never seen him this emotional outside of like winning a championship. And there was something in that video that struck a nerve. I believe he talked about when he was 22 years old.
Perkins elaborated on what that moment represented.
And what happens is things start to sink in, right? When you talk about Mama Glow being in the stands and all of a sudden Bronny is on the bench and everybody in the stands is rooting your name. You seeing the security guards you used to dab up all the time, all the staff around the arena. When you was a youngster, LeBron James is Cleveland.
Yeah.
He is the state of Ohio.
Charity work reinforces these ties. The LeBron James Family Foundation poured over $20 million into Akron. The I Promise School launched 2018, serving at-risk kids. I Promise Village offers transitional housing. House 330 brings job skills. I Promise Health Quarters brings medical aid to the public. These aren't vanity stunts. These are real physical investments in folks who came up the same way Bron did. Kids missing class due to shaky home lives. Families needing raw help to shatter poverty cycles. Bron calls this charity work his single greatest feat. Not even rings, not the MVPs, not scoring titles. The kids in Akron. Cleveland holds something no other spot can offer. Access to that work. Access to his mom, Gloria. Access to the town that built him before hoops made him a billionaire. The deep weight of potentially ending his run where it began cannot be ignored. Kobe Bryant had his goodbye tour with the Lakers, the only team he ever played for. Jordan went back to Chicago for his last years, ignoring the Wizards' run. The greatest players often want closure with teams that made them. For Bron, that team is Cleveland, the place where a kid from Akron became a world icon, the town that forgave him for exiting, the town that celebrated with him when he brought the sole title in Cavaliers history. Donovan Mitchell spoke on what Bron's return to Cleveland meant to the club and city.
Yeah, I mean, I think playing LeBron last
what could be the last game. I personally don't think it's the end. I think, just knowing that game, what that means to the city, what it means to him, what it means to the league, what it means to me, it's going to be a special one.
The Cavaliers aren't just eyeing Bron for nostalgia. They are interested because he makes them much better, because his vibe in that locker room shifts the mindset of everyone around him, because he knows how to win rings.
It's not a joke. Like, let me just keep it real with you.
Yeah.
Like, LeBron is exactly what they need. The exact middle missing piece. Because it's not about the basketball stuff. It's the other stuff. It's the let me show you how to do this, son. Let me get you together. And then Donovan, think about it.
Yeah.
You got two dudes. Think about this. It's a game 7. You think LeBron James and Donovan gonna let you use?
No.
The emotional pull for Cleveland is massive. The practical side hangs on if the numbers work. The salary, cap riddle. Cash complicates everything in the NBA. The league runs under a collective bargaining deal that hits teams for spending past set marks. The Cleveland Cavaliers, despite their championship goals, face huge money limits that will decide if a Bron reunion works. LeBron James earns $52.6 million. He hits free agency summer 2026. Under the rules, he could get a max deal starting near $58.1 million, but sources say he gets market facts. At 41, turning 42 in December 2026, he can't expect max pay from contenders. The Cavs cap is tough. Projected payrolls hit $226.9 million. The second apron is $223.7 million. Cleveland sits about $3.2 million over that line before adding guys. Second apron brings harsh penalties under the new rules. Teams above it can't use sign and trades to get guys. They can't stack salaries in. Deals? They face limits on draft pick ads. Such rules were built to stop super teams from hoarding stars via slick money tricks. For Cleveland to sign Bron to a max deal, they must shed $60 million in payroll. That means trading Jared Allen's $28.9 million, or another key piece. Such a move would gut the very roster that makes Cleveland attractive to Bron in the first place. More realistic plans involve way lower pay for Bron. Forbes analyst Brian Toporek mapped out scenarios. If Cleveland slides under the first apron, $210.7 million. Projected, they could offer the non-taxpayer mid-level exception worth roughly $15.1 million. If they stay over the first apron yet under the second, they utilize the taxpayer mid-level exception around roughly $6.1 million. Failing to clear that second apron limits them to veteran minimums, nearing $3 million for talent possessing 10-plus years of tenure. The James Harden deal boosted Cleveland's fiscal agility by swapping Garland for Harden. The Cavaliers kept near salary neutrality while simultaneously slashing their luxury tax liability. Coupled with the move shipping DeAndre Hunter to Sacramento for Dennis Schroeder plus other assets, Cleveland lowered their tax tab by nearly $4,450 million. Further moves create space. Rejecting Lonzo Ball's $10 million team option saves that cash instantly. If Harden opts out of his $42.3 million option for 2026-27 and signs cheaper, Cleveland avoids aprons completely. A pundit on a local Cleveland sports program explained what a discount means for landing LeBron.
You're talking about now $56 million. If he wanted to win a ring here or anywhere, you would have restructured your deal for a lower price, where now whoever's trading for you don't have to give up half the team. So if you just said, all right, there's $56 million here, you want what, 2 years, 70, now you jump down to 30, I can get one player away from you. So now, hey, Garland for LeBron, I can do that.
The breakdown continued regarding how that squad might look.
Now I can just trade 1 for 1, right, and a future pick, right, just to make you feel better. Now I got Lonzo Ball, Spider-Man, Hunter, Bron, Mobley, Allen off the bench. I can put LeBron at the 3, Evan. I can go big as like, you know what I mean? I got so much room because I only got him for 1 because of his price tag.
A sign and trade offers another avenue. In this model, the Lakers send LeBron to Cleveland in return for salary matching and draft assets. However, second apron laws complicate this leverage. Teams Over the second apron cannot get players through sign and trade. Cleveland must dump significant salary before clearing such a transaction. Brian Windhorst of ESPN forecasted that the Lakers might request a potentially massive pay cut from LeBron if he intends to keep playing in Los Angeles. The Lakers require room to build around Luka Doncic and potentially extend Austin Reeves. A $52 million LeBron cripples that effort. The Financial Truth suggests LeBron accepting substantially less than his current wages, regardless of where he lands. Whether that is $30 million with the Lakers, $15 million via mid-level exceptions, or veteran minimums, LeBron's next deal will not equal his current earning power. The question is, what matters more to LeBron at 41 years old, maximizing his final payout or maximizing his championship odds? His history shows he always pursues the road to rings. He took less cash to join Miami in 2010. He took calculated, short deals with Cleveland to keep flexibility. He was never driven primarily by the paycheck. If legacy and banners matter more than cash, Cleveland's financial limits become solvable. LeBron could sign for the mid-level exception or veteran minimum, keeping the core that makes Cleveland dangerous while adding his savvy, command, and closing ability. The numbers work if LeBron wants them to work. The doubt is whether he will. The Lakers' situation and LeBron's irritation. The Los Angeles Lakers' trajectory shifted dramatically. Since LeBron James arrived in 2018, the squad that won a ring in the 2020 bubble now appears building toward a future that might exclude its 41-year-old icon. The Lakers dealt Anthony Davis to the Dallas Mavericks for Luka Doncic. This play signaled a pivot toward youth. Doncic, at 26 years old, represents the next era of Lakers basketball. His $50 million check anchors the roster. Austin Reeves emerged as a key complementary piece, with a potential extension valued between $35 to $40 million. LeBron's role in this framework became complex. ESPN's Baxter Holmes reported extensively on friction between LeBron and Lakers owner Jeannie Buss. The bond has been strained by various factors over the years. Buss reportedly considered dealing LeBron earlier in his tenure. The Lakers did not offer him an extension last offseason. Buss expressed frustration with what she sees as LeBron's heavy influence on team decisions. LeBron publicly maintained he is committed to the Lakers for this season. When asked point-blank about his relationship with the brass, he replied simply, "I am good. I am good." But actions and circumstances tell a different tale. LeBron's agent, Rich Paul, has not stayed quiet. On a December 2025 podcast, Paul suggested the Lakers consider trading Austin Reeves for Jaren Jackson Jr. This remark sparked friction inside the organization. Reeves is viewed as a core asset of the Lakers' future, suggesting his trade did not sit well with ownership or management. LeBron distanced himself from Paul's take, emphasizing that his agent's opinions do not necessarily reflect his own, but the bridges might be burned beyond repair. Rich Paul's heavy sway through clutch sports has often defined team culture, specifically the Anthony Davis deal in 2019 and Bronny's selection in 2024. Now 30 and 29, holding 6th out west. Health issues have remained a problem. LeBron sat the first 14 games suffering from sciatica. When whole, the group proves capable. Yet this roster build mixes separate timelines for all these various players.
Look, the Lakers are always going to win regular season games. They're good. They're that good offensively. But when they play against great elite teams with athleticism, they get exposed defensively, especially in the interior.
Those protection issues remain. Versus Cleveland in January, Los Angeles allowed 28 hardpoints during that third, framed solely on open field goal looks. They fell by 30 points. LeBron managed only 11 points on 3 of 10, shooting his lowest ever versus the Cavaliers. Rumors indicate a mutual willingness between James and Los Angeles management to split up following this run. The team needs cap freedom to build around Doncic. LeBron might seek a place where he is the main engine of a ring pursuit, not a side piece in another's plan. The franchise's youth shift features several raw rookies and fresh talent who truly symbolize the club's horizon. Planning around a 26-year-old Doncic makes sense for a 5 to 10-year run. Planning around a 41-year-old King makes sense strictly for the short term. These agendas might be basically mismatched. Forecasts suggest Los Angeles could free 38 to 47 million in salary room if LeBron exits. This creates a prime free agent landing spot, ready to chase fitting parts for Doncic, minus the heavy limits of James's giant. Check. From the management view, James's exit could prove addition by pure subtraction regarding the entire squad. Freedom. They would drop the best player of this era. They would earn the power to build a unit specifically built to optimize their fresh franchise pillar. LeBron's vague and dark social media drops have not aided the view. Hourglass icons talk about roster holes, public words that stop only just short of asking trades. These moves spark stories that strain his bond with ownership and the brass.
Your prediction was that
this was his
year's
last
last
game.
year.
This is
last
Nice
year.
try. Nice try.
You're trying to swerve this. You're trying to roll back.
It's
starting
to sink in.
You tried to
Well,
swerve
that's
I think it was bigger than that, though, Dan.
The friction is thick. LeBron wants to fight for titles. The team wants to plan for a future. Aims match on paper, but split in reality when the schedule is this tight. A goodbye run in Cleveland gives James something L.A. cannot. A backing crew made expressly to win today, hooping in front of crowds who see him as kin. Ending his run where it began, the team might let him go without much. Pushback, retiring, output, and the last call. King James has not vowed to hoop past the 25-26 campaign. Any open claim he makes regarding his path involves waivers and deep doubt. That retirement topic hangs over each chat about his next landing spot. His play this year adds context to that doubt. James gets 21.9, 5.8, and 6.6. His shooting clip sits at 50.9%. Threes fell to 32.2. These stats show his lowest scoring since 2003, his first year. That back pain sidelining him for 14 games hurt his flow. At 41 years old, healing from body knocks takes longer. Keeping fitness becomes tougher. The explosion that once split him from any other guy on the floor has surely faded. Advanced stats say the same. His efficiency rating is 21.2, down from a usual 26.8. His true shooting clip is 55.4%. Good, but under peak days. The data shows a man who stays useful but is no longer a beast on a nightly basis. Still, Bron can flip the switch in bursts. Since new years, he dropped 20 plus in 15 of 17 bouts, getting 23.5 points effectively in that specific span. The flash talent stays. The issue is endurance over an 82-game grind and a real playoff push.
If he ain't LeBron, he's not a first-team All-NBA guy. He's not even a second-team All-NBA guy. But in spurts, LeBron James can be a top 15 player in spurts. And what the Cavs need is much more than just points, rebounds, and assists.
The unseen traits count as much as the stats. James's history in high stakes cannot be coached or even bought in free agency. He has battled in 10 league finals. He took 4 rings with 3 separate clubs. He knows what it takes to finish a playoff series.
They need the mentality of somebody that done been there. They need somebody that won't collapse when they need a rebound. They need somebody that won't say the lights was too bright, because LeBron not gonna let the lights be too light.
Odds makers set a 30% chance that James retires before the 26-27 year. This shows real speculation clouds his true motives. He might quit, he might run 3 extra years. Only King James truly knows, and maybe he hasn't decided himself. Those raw vibes in Ohio suggest he is weighing the finish line. The tears during that salute, those wise words regarding fighting old age, the admission that this might represent his final night as a guest in that building.
Now he's sitting back and watching that journey and considering it. You know, sometimes you're so busy in the moment that you don't do that.
And they looking at me. I mean, I think that, and I still stand on this, he doesn't know it yet, but it's starting to set in. Like, that could have been his last game in Cleveland.
The crew debated what they thought was brewing inside of King James.
And I think it kind of hit him all at once. Seeing his mom there, Bronny there.
What if he?
I would love a farewell tour.
Look,
I think he deserves it.
I'm looking at you.
But his body might tell him.
I want to refuse to say that LeBron is human, but he's showing more of his humanity than ever before.
If King James keeps playing, Ohio fits for many reasons. That squad is primed to win rings. Right now, Spida drops 28.8 a night. The Beard brings pro passing with 25.4, plus 8.1. Mobley adds defense range. Allen locks the paint. That Beard deal, slashed odds from 22-1 to 12-1, adding King, even in support, boosts those shots. Way more in their favor. The squad pictured what a Final Five looks like with James in Ohio.
Donovan, Jalen Tyson, LeBron, Mobley, and
Darius?
No.
Dang, your boy ain't on the floor?
No, because LeBron's the point guard.
And DeAndre Hunter?
Probably.
Or Max Strus?
Man, they got so many options.
Nah, I'll probably go Hunt.
The defensive potential thrills experts who know hoop strategy.
Yeah.
Mobley even makes LeBron look better because he can block shots and he can be an eraser.
Yeah.
So now you don't, and you can still cross switch
Right.
and be like Jalen Tyson can cover a tough defender LeBron can get.
Different clubs have been tied to James as well. The Golden State Warriors keep looking, particularly if they snag Giannis Antetokounmpo. A James-Steph Giannis mix would build perhaps the most lethal ending set, 5 in league history. The New York Knicks pitch Madison Square Garden's fame, plus a real winning roster of their own, yet neither Golden State nor New York brings what Ohio offers, home. That final choice rests with James. He could quit and seal his legend as the rarest longevity tale in league history. He could stick with the Lakers and aim to snag one more chip with the team that got him his 4th ring. He could hunt rings with the Warriors or hype with the Knicks. Or he could go home to Ohio, run one last year in front of folks who never quit loving him. Battle for a ring with a squad built to win now. Finish his run where it began with a team that picked a skinny kid from Akron and saw him become the top player of his era.
I see Braun playing one more year.
But where? Would you like to see him back in
I
Cleveland?
would like to see him back in Cleveland. One more year.
The signs hint Ohio is the most likely spot if James plays past this year. The soulful tug is real. The basketball fit works well. The cash limits can be cleared with art and cuts. Hit one of the tabs on your screen to catch more clips, just like